Dude, forget being zen, forget motivation. I'm going to show you how to be insanely energized in seconds so you can reach any of your goals faster business, money, women, friends, any of them incredibly fast because you can control your brain and turn on that fire inside you. And you're going to need this because you obviously want to have your Mercedes Benz Sprinter with the fat tires on the beach in the moonlight and your girl in the back in the converted bed that you put inside that Mercedes Benz for hundreds of thousands of dollars as you walk out on the sand with your bare feet and the crabs running across your toes with the Versace robe on in the moonlight. Of course, we all want that. You're gonna have that, and you're gonna drive your Mercedes-Benz Sprinter back to your converted warehouse to where your bed and your bros stay at with the gyms, and there's a fight MMA mat in the middle of the entire area with desks all around and 6 monitors on the wall and a massive emblem on the wall showing the rewards that you have accumulated over your lifetime through your money and business success. We both want that, and you're gonna have to control your mind to get that. But it's not gonna be some meditation zen. You have to have that fire to work. You're not walking into work in the morning or not going to sleep at night because you're meditating enough. You're before you go to bed, you're sleeping too easily. You get up in the morning, you can't get up. You don't need to meditate more to get out of the bed in the morning. You need to have that fire in you. And we're gonna show you how to get that in your brain in this video. This matters because the people around you don't have this. If you don't have this and you're watching this video, there's someone around you you know that's also not motivated. That person needs your help. And also, the people who are motivated are not going to hang out with you because you're unmotivated. Because they're going to try to fix you and you're going to say no because you're short. But you're going to go to sleep that night after being short and saying no to being motivated and feel a pain in your chest, or at least just you're not going to feel it at nighttime actually because you're unmotivated. So you're going to feel a pain later on when you see that thing you wish you could have had in the future because you know you wanted it. You saw a certain colored Lamborghini boat on Instagram when you were 12 years old, and that thing's in your brain, and you're going to see it again when you're 18 years old by somebody else who's the same age as you, from the same area as you with that boat, and you're going to think, dang, I wish I could have had that, and you're going to feel that guilt. And you're not going to feel the actual immediate pain. You're not going to feel some, oh man, I should work. You're going to feel like a loss of chi. It's invisible how much you lost. It's invisible how much life experiences got pulled from your brain, from your grasp. You just, instead of having 2 years of a 7 out of 10 energy level, happiness level, a confidence level, chi level, power level, you're going to have like a 4 out of 10 for 2 years. In that 4 out of 10, you're going to feel fine. But you won't even know how much you could have felt, how much you could have experienced, what you could have gotten because you didn't try. It's better than if that you try. Let's say you had that 4 out of 10 and you tried as if you could have had a 7 out of 10 of more power per day or whatever that risk you was, that goal you had, and you actually tried. At least you know you tried and didn't make it and you're making progress somewhere. Without the progress, you're just a sack of potatoes. And nobody likes sack of potatoes. Would your girl want to date a sack of potatoes? No. My girl would leave me probably if I was a sack of potatoes. The core to this problem, to this situation I'm trying to explain, is the point from Andrew Tate talking about the Lamborghini. When he was in his early school years, a Lamborghini drove by. He was enraged. How do I get this? There got to be a secret I can do. I should be learning something to get that level of freedom, of resource. How does he have this money? Me working this job is not going to get that. His friends didn't have this anger. They were like, oh, cool car, or nice, and just kind of kept going. The difference is shocking. That exact reaction is what we're trying to change. It's a self-worth issue. We have to detach our personal internal self-worth from the external view of the world, the external worth placed upon us, our displayed worth. Self-worth inside, displayed worth outside, separate. Let's say you have a girlfriend, you have an apartment, you live with this girlfriend, you make $10K a month for an entire year. One day, 1 month, that $10K a month goes down to $1K a month and you can't pay for the same things. It frustrates you. All of a sudden, when talking to your girlfriend in conversations, it's hard for you to hold frame. It's hard for you to actually talk to her from a position of you respect yourself because she's looking at you looking for problems to be fixed and you want to fix those problems, but your chi's going down, your energy's going down. You don't see your mental assets. You don't see the other assets you have that are intangible. All you see is that the one tangible asset you had for that month has been decreased. So she can't set up your internal self-worth No one else can. Your parents can't set it up for you. Only you can. In that moment, it's very easy to forget or conflate the source of your internal self-worth with what's being displayed. Yes, if I have a car, a cool apartment, some cool shit, then that's going to make me feel like I'm the man in some regard. But those are just tools to add on to the internal self-worth. Without those things, I should still be confident. I'm still a human. I look at some other man who has cool things. We can do the same things. This can apply to any facet of resource, anything you do have, any level of thing that you have that's good, that you have controlled access to. Cars, woman, money, aesthetics. Maybe it's amazing genes. Maybe you woke up and you're just born with like the broadest chest on the planet. You didn't necessarily put that on you. That was partly random, but it can increase your confidence because you believe that that is a part of you, a part of your self-worth. You draw from that when you need confidence. You can draw from these things, from the money, from your rewards, from the skills, whatever you want. They're all extra added on to your self-worth, but that basis needs to be there. Base human to human right here. This is how people like Pete Davidson talk to Kim Kardashian, or what, like, it doesn't make any sense. Bro's skinny, apparently has high anxiety. He's not very super attractive. He's dated the most beautiful woman ever. You ever seen that ugly guy with Sniper Wolf? Sorry, she's pretty, but the guy she dated is not conventionally attractive. Just honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is not the person you think of when you think of someone who's dating that girl. This is because his self-worth is not based in his attractiveness. It wasn't based in his body. He may have had some amazing business ideas. I don't even know how they work together. Apparently he was good with his YouTube. I don't know. The point is, the confidence he had in himself that allowed him to be with that girl was not based in attractiveness, but you think it had to be in order to get a girl like that. And if you do think that way, you're screwed. The point is, the base human to human self-worth right here, this is just there's like a small section that allows you to speak and look at anyone in the eye because you know they poop just like you. My dad used to say this. He would say, they take a shower and shit just like you do. He said it to me all the time when I was younger. I didn't understand what he was saying until now. All you need for happiness is this. Your business can go up and down. Your fitness can go up and down. Everything around you, every tangible asset, your skill level can go up and down. You can be 70 years old and you lose your biceps. Arnold Schwarzenegger has nowhere near the physique he had when he was 20, 30 years old. Do you think that beats him up inside? Maybe. Maybe it does, but it does not remove his confidence. Because this base human to human self-worth is set. This is completely mental. This allows you to be a professional soccer player and look at someone who's a professional football player and speak to that person as if you're on the same level. This allows you to skip unneeded effort in order to connect. If you didn't have this model, when you see that person that you think is quote unquote better than you, you're going to have to go and just work for like months before you have the ability to speak, and you could have spoke to them in the beginning. This right here is why it's so frustrating when you look at people that have things that you don't have. When Andrew Tate was young, his self-worth was so high to the point where he saw somebody in a Lamborghini and thought, this guy is not better than me. Therefore, he is on a track that I can be on. If this is the Lamborghini track, right? Andrew Tate saw that when he was a kid, and he saw that track and said, that track could be mine. If you don't have the same self-worth, if this yellow piece is not in you, then you don't even see that Lamborghini being in your life as an option. Meaning you disregard it. You're not in an emotional state that can accept the truth that that car could be yours as well, but you don't have it. You're not in a situation that can accept the fact that there are steps you could take to do that. That's why he was so angry. Because if you have high self-worth, everything you see around you could be a part of your life. Every reward. If you MMA fighters, UFC fighters, you see them on TV, you think, I could have been that. And it pisses you off because you have so much potential. You have to bring it into reality. If you don't have that self-worth, then you will never be able to be frustrated. The niggas who are at peace, who don't care about anything, don't have that. Their self-worth is lower. Either you want things or you don't want things, and your self-worth attached to that. Self-worth attaches to that. The other piece of this is that this right here is infinite. From 0 to infinite is how much confidence you could have in yourself. This can be based on anything tangible, fighting, money, fitness, habits, and it goes up infinitely based upon how much you do, how much you try, how much success you have. But your happiness is only based on this. So, what does this mean? This is the key to having progress, but being content at the same time. How can you be content in yourself every single day and appreciate every day you have, but want more and do more? This is the case because your base happiness is always covered.